It's been a minute since I've talked, at least made a video. I know it doesn't seem like that because I batch my content a lot of the times. So like, I'm ready to talk and provide some value and whatnot, then I make a video. Beforehand, I was just kind of like making videos all the time, which is fun. I really enjoy it, but I wanted to kind of mix it up and yeah. I was running some numbers though for the new sales job and things like that I have. I guess it's not really new since I've been doing it for what, 8 months at this point in time, almost 9. I started at the end of February, so, and we're on, so yeah, 8 months basically at this point in time, almost 9. Just been fun, dude. Like, I really miss selling. I really actually enjoy sales and selling and everything like that. I think it was just, I love, like, I'd like to also like sell this way as well too, like over the videos and things along those lines, and kind of help you out and give you solutions to your problems, kind of as I have beforehand. There's just something more personable about like doing face-to-face calls and sales calls and things like that, which is something that I really enjoy doing. Because I just get to talk to people and my days go by so fast. Maybe eventually it'll be a podcast, but for right now it's just me doing the sales and making a good amount of money out of it. Like, I was running the numbers, and for the quarter, because we break it up into quarters, which isn't ideal because now I only get paid, I get the big bonuses every 4 months, or every 3 months technically, because it's like you do 3 months and you wait a month and then they give you it the following month, so it's kind of 4, but it's technically 3. But like, I ran the numbers for what I'll have for this like next quarter. My last quarter was fantastic. I think it was like, I had a commission, I think I did like 25K in commission, and that was only for 1 month that I had. And I also had to like bust my balls in a sense to do that. And the reason why I'm working so hard and why I'm still such a big proponent in sales is because like one single bonus check, commission check that I got completely like changed my finances in a matter of like, just changed my finances like that. I don't know many other jobs that can do that type of thing, because most jobs are just hourly. Regardless of the amount of work that you put in, you don't really get much more out of it, which is fine. Like, that's cool, that is how it is. But like, for me, I like being able to push and grind and then like kind of sit back and relax. And I think there's a balance between it though, of you got to push hard. Like, you got to do it what you can do to be able to like make the deals, close the deals, whatever it is. But you also have to be willing to wait as well, because I like to think about sales as like when you plant a seed in the ground or something like that. Each interaction, each conversation that you have, that seed might not ripen right away, but you don't want to check on it like every 2 days or every day or whatever it is. Like, still circle back, water it once a week, once a month, whatever it may be, to help you get better at it. That's at least kind of what I've found out. Like, beforehand, when I was doing sales last time, it was like I would follow up every 3 days, which was great. When I'm doing sales now, it's slightly like I follow up maybe once a week, maybe twice a week or something like that, because these deals are a little bit larger and they take a little bit more movement on the internal side of the customers that I'm working with. So it's just a little bit of a longer deal process. But like, when I ran my numbers, as I was saying, like last month, because I had like 2 months where I was on ramp, so I didn't actually get paid, and as soon as I got off of ramp, that's when I started to hit the ground running a lot harder in a sense, which was great. So I did a good amount there. And then this next quarter, I have like another week left. I think it ends next week. It's the 15th, whenever it is. So that kind of gives you a date as to when I'm recording this video. But yeah, basically next week is the last full week before like the end of the quarter in a sense. For us, I know it's weird, it's strange, but that's just kind of how it works right now. And it's looking like I'm on track to maybe have like a $32,000 commission check, which, I mean, if you divide that by 10, I'm getting about $10,000 a month in commission, which is great. I would like that to not be my gross. Don't get me wrong, like, I'm grateful for it being my gross. I would also like for it to be my net as well too, of like have the 10K net each month. So we're working on that. I'm also putting in a lot of energy into doing this type of work. I'm finding it exciting. The people that I get to work with too, it's cool to see how like they're so excited about like this tool in a sense with how I do it. So that's always fun. I'm not a huge fan of like, it smells like a candle. Smells good. I'm not a huge fan of how I was doing it beforehand, because beforehand it was much more like pushy, like you have to do this. This time is more like how I'm doing sales and how I like doing sales. It's like, this is what we can offer. This is what I can do for you. I can see if I can make those exceptions. and just kind of go forward from there, but I can't guarantee anything. That's kind of what I do with my videos as well too. Like if you guys ever want to do one-on-one coaching or something like that, you want to figure out how to do your sales, you want to get your life back in order, whatever it may be, like I'm really good at asking the right questions to the right people at the exact right time when they need to hear them. It's what makes me so good at sales, and kind of like helping other people like grow and transform their life. Because I just like, I can stir the pot in a way that's effective in a sense. So yeah, if you want to do that, I think my email might be in the description down below. If not, leave a comment and I can provide it to you that way as well. But yeah, I'm excited. Like I'm glad that I did get back into sales. Like don't get me wrong, I still love like making the videos and doing the edits and things like that and the YouTube stuff, and maybe one day it'll turn into something, but I don't know, there's just something different about doing sales for me personally. I know there's a lot of upside in like YouTube as well too, and the content, like the videos that I make. Like I'm so proud of myself for being able to make the videos and like having taken the leap that I've taken. Like it's really been amazing what I have been able to like do with the videos. Like when I post a short, like it gets 1,000 people watching or so, and I'm like, that's so cool. I post on Instagram too, and it gets like 100 views. I'm like, that's awesome. And then I post something similar on TikTok, and it only gets like, I say only, it gets like maybe 60 to 70 or something like that. Then I post other videos on TikTok though, and it gets like a couple thousand views or something like that. So I don't know. For me personally, when I first started, I was getting like 1 to 2 to 3 views or something like that on my videos, and I never really cared all that much because I guess maybe back then I wasn't doing it. But when I started to try and make videos for others, like when I started to make it so like I need to get this amount of views, I need this to be the reason why I pay my bills, like that made it a lot harder for me to want to make the videos. So that's why like I like sales as well too, is because sales gives me a reliable source of income. I know what I'm doing each and every single day, and I can still go out on the weekends or like Friday nights or whatever it may be. I can go hike, I can go hang out with friends, I can make a vlog, I can go camping, like I can still go do those other things, and then I can share those like highlights or whatever it may be with you guys. And then maybe it'll turn something, maybe somebody will be like, hey, we want to pay you to go do this like full time, and I'll be like, awesome, cool, sweet. I might still even continue doing my sales job just because I genuinely enjoy doing it. Like it's fun. But yeah, I think it's just a matter of like, I've made more money doing sales in these past like I said, what, 8 or 9 months than I did when I was making YouTube videos. Even though like when I was making YouTube videos, I kind of think there's an aspect to me that wasn't really trying. Like I kind of was trying, but it wasn't like I try in sales. Like I tried connecting with people, I tried having conversations with people, I tried to figure out how to make them good. But then people were like, you need to make it this way, you need to do it this way. And I'm like, when it comes down to creative work, I just don't think that that's personally, at least from my 2 cents, the best way to do it. Because like creativity is so different for everybody, and everybody's gonna have a different view or perspective on how to make something creative. And don't get me wrong, there can be good ways to do it and bad ways to do it, but I'm like, I want to make videos the way that I want to make videos, and if other people watch them and enjoy them, cool. And I believe you guys should do the exact same thing. Like if other people are watching them, awesome. But I do believe that everybody has something to say, and the internet is a great place to kind of start with that place to say those types of things. There's a guy playing music right next to me right now. I don't think you can hear that, but you might be able to. But I'm like, just post a video or go try doing sales or something like that. It doesn't have to be in the SaaS industry that I'm in. It could be in the medical industry. It could be somewhere else. Like you can start your own business. You can do really whatever it is that you want to do. But like if you're making art too, like make art the way that you want to make art. Like sure, there can be principles, but it's also like I've seen like different people do art shows and things like that, and some people do like plexiglass art, some people do like charcoal art, some people do like just hand-drawn art, some people do like visual art like this. Like there's so many different definitions and ways of doing it, and I believe it just comes down to finding the right audience. In order to do that, it's the same thing like with sales. Like you find the right people that have a problem and you give them that solution. Same thing with creative work, I guess, is like you find the right people that are like into something like weird or creative in the same way that you are, and then you share that said thing. I know that wasn't really the point of the video today to begin with. I was more going to talk about like how I'm making this amount of money and like how my commission checks is like going to be like this for this next quarter or something like that. But I don't know, this is where it felt like I needed things to go, so this is where they went. I'm gonna go to the gym as well too now. At least that's where like I'm going right now. we may go bowling. A couple of myself and a couple of friends of mine or so. I'm gonna at least toss that out there and see what they say. I'd personally rather do that than maybe go walk downtown and do the art walk thing. Like, don't get me wrong, I think the art walk would be fun, but I don't know what's happening right now. Talking about the traffic and the road. That was weird. So yeah, I don't know what we'll do there. It's just, it's starting to become fall, so it's a little bit chillier out, so I might have to go home and get some different clothes and things like that, and that's a whole different conversation for a different day too, dude, because I'm like, hold on. I don't remember if that goes through. Hold on. Does this one go through? Does that one go through? I don't know if it does. I think it does, but I don't know. I'm not gonna risk it. I think this light will be faster than I am giving it credit for. They're doing road work right now. Yeah. I just believe as long as you do the thing that you enjoy and you find the most amount of excitement in it and you ask a lot of questions, things will just work out for you in the way that they're meant to work out in. And the more that you get stressed out and the more that you try to control certain things, the less that they'll actually work out in the ways that you need them to. And that's why what I was saying earlier is, like, take a break. Like, if you're doing some work, like, sometimes it's good just to sit. Sometimes it's good just to, like, relax. Sometimes it's good just to kind of take a break and breathe and just kind of let things come to you. But obviously maybe your karma, maybe your human design, maybe your astrology shit, like, maybe everything could be different for you. Maybe you have to be someone that more goes out and, like, is constantly working. But, like, for me, what I've found is, like, if I just take a breath and if I take a moment and I just sit there, it just comes to me. Like, you just emit the right frequency, the right energy, things just start magically working out. So yeah, I think that's about it for today. We might go do something, but if you made it to the end, you can subscribe. I don't know why I asked for that, but hope you have a good rest of your day, and I'll talk to you soon.